Hey Eagle fans, I'm Ernie Harris, and we're back with another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm joined again with the Rhea County Golden Eagle head football coach, Mark Pemberton. Coach's Corner is proudly sponsored by First Bank. Community banking gives you the win. We're the local team that cheers you on. Local bankers who know your name and celebrate you in all life's big wins. To experience the First Bank difference, visit 1525 Market Street in downtown Dayton or call 423-775-1522. First Bank, member FDIC. Well, Coach, if fans were looking to get their money's worth, Friday was definitely a night to come to Eagle Stadium. 16 touchdowns scored, 111 points, 63-48 in favor of the Eagles over the Carnes Beavers. What was your initial reaction after the game?
Well, I'm sure, like you said, I'm sure it was a good game to watch as a fan, but it was a little scary as down on the sideline. But our guys found a way to win.
Right.
That's offensively, I thought we executed really well. I think we had it 10 times and scored 9. The last time we were running out the clock. Defensively, we're going to have to play a lot better. Of course, the running back they had is the real deal.
Right.
As our guy is too, Ethan is. So you get against good running backs like that, it's there's a reason he had 3,000 yards rushing on the year. So we just got to play better and do a better job tackling and things of that nature. But anytime you can advance this time of year, that's the name of the game. So doesn't matter if it's by 1 or 50. As long as you win in advance. So got it a little different skill set. We'll see this next week, but this ball game, we're happy to get through and to get a win and to move on.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting game. Like I said, if you like offense, it was like a Big 12 game, so to speak.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Offensive shootout, so to speak. Deshaun Bishop is who Coach is referencing. Carnes' highly touted running back. I want to say, is he a junior?
He's a junior.
Very fast. Coach, he had 5 rushing touchdowns, and he actually threw for 1 and caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
So, a lot could be said. They had several one-play drives where he just went to the house. He was a very fast individual.
We would score, and then they'd get it in one play and go the distance. So, you just could not let him get in the open field. If he did, he's going to outrun you. He's got tremendous speed. When he clears everything, if you don't have a good angle on him, he's going to run by you. So, and he did that several times the other night.
But like you also said, Rhea County has their own running back, own weapon, and he's really shined, especially the last 5 games. But he's had a tremendous season. Coach Ethan Davis, 360 yards on the ground Friday on 34 carries.
Unbelievable effort, and he'd tell you again there was some big holes to run through. We had some massive holes up front that our offensive line and tight ends and wings and fullbacks opened up. So, but 360 yards, that's a lot of rushing yards in one game, and that just is a credit to the whole offensive group. And Ethan also that we could get that kind of yards. I think we had 550 yards or something like that. I got you for 550
yards on 53 carries as a team with 9 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a pretty good night offensively.
Yeah, Ethan had 5 himself. Ethan broke the single game rushing yards record, which was set in 1981 by Jamie Pankey at Knox Bearden at 310 yards. Ethan passed it by 50 yards, 360. He owns 6 Rhea County records now, Coach.
Just a sophomore, too.
Just a sophomore.
That's the good thing. He's just a sophomore, and, the records just keep falling. But he would tell you again that, it's all the guys up front, which that's not always the case. He makes some great runs sometimes now. He's got great vision, great feet, but good game for him, and he's had a heck of a season so far. We want to keep it rolling.
I've spoken with Ethan a few times on here in Friday Night Special. You're right. He is quick to credit his line for making those holes. Friday, like you referenced already, holes up the middle on the right side. But vision on the field, you touched on something he was running right, got pinned in on the sideline, saw a gap, reverse field, went to the left and scored.
Yeah. Just little things like that you don't see in every kid,
Right.
It's just a special few that have that kind of ability, and he's one of them.
But I have him for over 2,100 yards on the season. The season continues to go. You won the second round against Carnes. They jump out, Coach, to a 7-0 lead, just like that, with Mr. Bishop we referenced earlier. Ethan answered, you guys answered 7-7 in the first quarter. They scored again on a long pass play, 14-7, back and forth through the first 2 quarters, Coach. It was 21-all at one point.
Yeah, I knew if we could stop them a few times and get some separation, I felt like we were going to score, about every time we touched it. But if we could get some separation, get some stops, and get ahead by 21 or 14, that, if you swapped after that, it's okay. You win the ball game. And that's exactly what happened. We got the lead, and I think we got up by 21 at one time, and and it went back and forth, but they never could catch us.
True. You went up by 22 at one point in the game. You went up 35-21, but then they score right before halftime with 1 second left. They score, they get one in on you. 35-28 was a halftime score.
That's pretty wild. 30. Never been in a game where it's been that high scoring. To be honest, as a coach, that's a high scoring ball game. But had some really good athletes going at it. So hard to defend. Good running backs and guys up front that are blocking well for them. So we move on to the next one.
2 other runners that had great games for the Eagles. Quarterback Caleb Martin. Caleb had 6 carries for 51 yards, 3 touchdowns, Coach.
Yeah,
nice runs.
He did a great job. When we catch him sleeping, if we catch him chasing from the backside, we're not afraid to pull that because we know he can go the distance too. Caleb can. So we caught him chasing, and anytime we can get him one-on-one with a corner, we feel like we're going to win that battle. And he does on a regular basis. So 3 touchdowns for Caleb, big weapon also. He doesn't have the yardage piled up, but he's scored 22 touchdowns, I think, on the year. So he's just as vital as Ethan as far as that goes. I
was going to mention that. Caleb also has near 20 touchdowns as well. Great season. Caleb scored from 1-yard sneak, 16-yard run, and a 14-yard touchdown run. Nice runs on Caleb's behalf. Also, Coach, filling in for injured Bradley Mayberry, playing both ways, Caleb Odell. Nice night on the ground for him. Yeah,
we've talked about Caleb before. I knew Caleb was going to be a good running back for us. He's had to play defense. He got an ankle injury earlier in the year, and we tried to limit him on the offensive side. That's when Mayberry really stepped in and has done a great job for us. But Odell got to go back to the running back spot, and he showed you why we're high on him as far as running back goes. He's got good vision too, and had 130 yards rushing, I think.
I had him for 11 carries, 131 yards, and a touchdown. Caleb had several runs, 20 yards, 19 yards, 20 yards. Like you said, great vision. He had some spin moves, making people miss. Nice runs on Caleb.
Yeah, when you got a guy on the opposite side that can make some plays too, that takes a little pressure off of Ethan. Also at the other wing spot. So 131 yards rushing for the other wing. That's a good night for them too.
But you guys come out second half. Caleb scores, made it 42-28. Like you said, you were trying to separate. But they answered in one play, Coach, made it 42-34. I felt a crucial stop. They went for 2. They opted to go for 2 after that touchdown. I want to say Maurice Shirley get in there on the stop, and somebody else I couldn't actually place.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was either, but that was a huge play at that time in the game. Anytime you can steal some points away from them, your opponent, that's a big deal, and we were able to hold them, and that creates a little more separation. That made it a 8-point game.
Correct,
so that was in our favor.
At that point, it's 42-34 in the third quarter, 8:58 left. Now, I do want to point out they were trying to basically set up for later in the game, going for two, obviously trying to go for the win later in the game. That was just the third quarter. Another thing they were trying to do, Coach, the onside kicks. They attempted like 4 or 5 onside kicks. I recovered, I think, a couple. One right before half, but time ran out. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's I think there's a coach out in Arkansas that does that every game. He onside kicks every game. It's feast or famine, though.
Yeah.
They were giving us the ball on the 50-yard line, 45, 50-yard line every time, which made a short field for us, which helped. But if they get it, it's a big plus for them also. But our guys did a pretty decent job. I think they got it one time when it really counted.
Yep.
But the rest of the time, our guys did a good job getting on it, or they kicked it out of bounds.
Right, yeah. Good job recovering. So you guys answer. Ethan scores, and then Caleb Odell scores. You guys go up 56-34, Coach. 22-point lead at that point. Like you said, that separation. But next play, he goes 71 yards.
Yeah, but we're still up 14,
right,
though, or 15.
Yeah.
We're still up 15. So that was once we got to separation, I thought we were going to be okay. We would probably end up swapping scores after that, but I would have liked them to have to work for their score a little more than we did. They scored pretty quick, a time or two or three. But once we got to separation, I thought we were going to win the ball game.
I agree. One thing I do want to point out, Coach, you your longest, as far as time elapsed on a drive, was 2 minutes 45 seconds throughout most of the game. Your last 2 scoring drives, Coach, you knew you want to milk the clock, kill the clock, and put points on the board. You had back-to-back drives, 9 plays, 4 minutes 45 seconds. The other one is 4 minutes 440.
Yeah.
440 seconds. Took some time off the clock, plus you got points.
Yeah, we tried to go into our real slow, snapping it with not just a few seconds left on the play clock. Might should have done that the whole time, but we were able to milk the clock there late in the game and put the pressure on them.
They were threatening late also. I do want to point this out. Gavin Roddy comes up with a nice pick in the end zone for a touchback. At that point, you're up 63-48. You still have that separation of 15 points. But, if they score there, who knows?
Yeah, you could see the air go out of them, too, when Gavin picked that off. That was a huge play. And from then on, I think it was pretty much over.
What'd you tell the guys in the huddle after the game, Coach?
Well, I told them just what I told you earlier. Hey, the main thing is that we advance.
Right.
We win and advance. It doesn't matter what the score as long as we move forward. But we got to get some things corrected defensively, and hopefully we'll do that. But I was tickled to death to move on. And not many teams get into the third round. There's 8 teams left, I think. So in our 5A. So we're excited about it.
I do want to point out your team manager, Mr. Matt Graham, who we've spoken with this year, pointed out to me Friday night at midfield after the game, says first quarterfinal appearance for Rhea County since 2015. And that was the year you guys went to the semifinals.
Yeah, that was our last semifinal team, and happy to be back. Happy to be back. We want to continue on with it.
Very nice. I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up, and I almost forgot. Cole Ruehling, Coach, your place kicker, punter, kickoff man, Cole Ruehling, also set a school record. Most PATs made in a season. Season. He's got 59 now. The record was also in that run of 2 semifinal teams back-to-back. In 2014, Alexander Hatlam, I believe, had 53. Cole Ruehling went past it and got 59 now, Coach.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment for Cole also. That's a lot of points, a lot of touchdown, extra points, and he's hit some field goals too that have helped us. But he's doing a heck of a job. He did a really good job spraying the ball around the other night on kickoffs. We didn't want to kick it to number 8. And
correct.
He for the most part, kept it away from him and did a good job with that too. So hopefully we can add to his totals.
Cole went 9 for 9 Friday, Coach.
Yeah, that's outstanding. That's outstanding. That's a lot of opportunities.
Very nice job by Cole. Congratulations. Also, congratulations to last week's First Bank Player of the Week, Austin Curtright. lineman, wears number 73. He was the player of the week in the Campbell County win in the first round of the playoff game. Well, we'll be right back, Coach. We're going to discuss Powell next after this brief message from our sponsor.
Community makes us stronger together. How strong? Together, we can lift our whole community, pull our entire town through, break down walls, pave a way for change, even move mountains. Get the strong advantage of a community bank. At First Bank, giving back carries a lot of weight. No wonder local banking gives you more pull. First Bank, community strong.
Well, Coach, Rhea County, in the history since 1974, Rhea County High School, the Eagles have met Powell 5 times, beginning in 2001 in the playoffs with a win in the playoffs. 2008, Rhea County also won, but they won the last 3 games, matchups in 2011, 2012. 2 years ago, up there, second round, 34-16 loss to Powell. What do they have, Coach? They're good, obviously.
Another good Powell football team. They've got a lot of Division I guys playing for them. Got a big, I guess the number 1 prospect in the state of Tennessee, defensive lineman, playing. They've got some receivers that are really talented, quarterbacks really talented. They're big up front. Got some good athletes. Got a good running back. Defensively very aggressive. We got our hands full. We're looking forward to the challenge.
Very nice. Powell's also 10-2 on the season, as are the Eagles. You guys have 5 mutual opponents, Coach, and 2 of those Powell beat in the first and second round of the playoffs. They beat Ooltewah 35-0, I want to say, in the first round, and they took care of McMinn County last week 49-7 on Friday. So Anderson, I think, and they've also played Carnes, and they've played Campbell County as well.
Yeah, they had a shootout with Anderson County. It was similar to the other night with our game. It was 60-48. Anderson County actually had the lead on them in the fourth quarter, and they were able to pull that one out. They beat Ooltewah by about the same score we beat them. We beat them 35-7, I think. They played really well against McMinn last week. I thought McMinn would have given them a little more problem than that and maybe had a shot at them, but they just got on them early and there wasn't much they could do with them. So hopefully we get a different result.
Hope so. Now, what do they like to do primarily? They run it, throw it?
Well, they're a spread. They're a spread team. I mean, they throw it around. But they do run the football, but their quarterback's got some big numbers. They've got some receivers that are really talented. Offensively up front, they've got size. So a good offensive football team. And, you expect to see that this time of year. You got 8 teams left. I guarantee you all 8 of them are pretty good football teams. So it just depends on who's hot.
That's true. So Friday night, this Friday, Eagles take on Powell at Powell. Coach, I checked the weather prior to us filming today. 49 is the high for Friday. Low is 28, so it's going to be football weather.
Oh, great. The colder, the better. Great football weather. Supposed to be clear, no threat of rain or anything, so it's going to be a great night for football.
This past Friday was pretty good weather.
It was really nice. Really good.
Clear night.
Yeah.
Want to encourage the Eagle fans to go, make the travel to Knoxville. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. We
Not
need
too far of a drive.
No, it's not too far. Nice little trip. Plenty of places to get something to eat on the way. So I'd like to see everybody up there. Our kids deserve it. They've played hard for this community. And would like to see a packed house from Rhea County.
Be nice. Rhea County fans have historically traveled really well. They've shown that all this season as well, especially Elizabethton. Nice crowd of Elizabethton. That's a 3-hour trip.
Yeah.
So
sure is. So let's get everybody up there Friday night.
Be nice. Cheer on the Eagles this Friday. I want to thank the fans for watching and following along with us on Coach's Corner. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news, follow the Herald News on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell for new videos each week. Thank you to our sponsor, First Bank, for your support of Coach's Corner and our community. If you're looking for the bank that cares about the community, they are located at 1525 Market Street in Dayton, or give them a call at 423-775-1522. First Bank, member FDIC. Well, Coach, final thoughts today's show?
Just looking forward to this week and this coming week, and hopefully our guys will put another good game on the field.
Be nice. Get a W, bring home a W in advance. Win in advance, right?
That's exactly right. It doesn't matter how, just win in advance.
Name of the game. I'm Ernie Harris. We'll see you next week.